you do it? Why did you do that?
Why do you go in tongue first? Learn your lesson.
Natural Jeff.
So,
He is indeed a natural
He is a natural Jeff.
We rolled a natural Jeff.
he is not a box Jeff. He's natural Jeff.
Yeah. So organic, not from a box.
Yeah.
Grass-fed.
Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's natural Jeff.
There you go.
You're bringing the bodies?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, we loaded up the bodies.
That's right. We were tying
onto-
up and doing the dragging thing.
Yeah.
So we didn't just leave them in the woods. Yeah.
you're dragging bodies down the road on your car.
We're not
We
dragging them
made
down the road. They're on like
We made a
little
thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a sled. Like a sled.
We're not barbarian.
We're not just going to leave them in the woods. Come on.
I'm not.
Jeffrey, that's the dogs. that's the dog.
Well,
Did you
thank
hear
you
it
for
in your
telling me,
mind?
Natasha!
Did you hear that my
He
mind?
can talk.
Oh, and you must be the Jeffrey.
There it is. The Jeffrey.
And he looks at you longingly. And hold on. I gotta check something. Gotta check something. Hold.
Was that good for longing?
Longing.
Yes, this is how the actual people you're training.
Now I need to
There's basically 50 elven children going all over the place. So, but with axes. Because it's axe training day.
That's it.
So you gave me the necklace, and I love
I-
it.
Thank you.
Do you still have the other half?
Of course. And he kind
Good
of
to
like,
see it.
yep, he, kind of ruffles
Oh,
his
he's
shirt and
wearing
pulls it out. Yep.
Okay.
The thing where the smoke comes out.
Chimney! There you go.
Really? Really? I'm kidding.
That's amazing. That's so good.
It was mostly the face with a.
Sorry.
Oh.
Yes, go start.
Now this, goblin knot, it's not a plant I've ever heard of, but it could just be another misspelling, because maybe that K is an S. He sort of turns the paper a little bit. Yeah, that must be what it is. Parvovis cabolus muca involta, goblin snot, bugbear boogies, used in pungent poultices and unctuous ointments due to its veritable viscosity. It binds ingredients together, provided you don't care how noxious the result is. For reasons I'm sure you can imagine, I don't keep any around. You'll have to ask a goblin.
You realize, Jeff, that for now and forever, every time someone says your name on stream, we're gonna be like,
Jeffrey!
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
Both. It's a mix of both.
Looking, found something you have.
You're also blowing out on the mic.
Yeah,
Little
that's
bit.
very true.
Be here all night.
Oh.
And by all night, I mean
God.
for another hour.
Looks like that.
I can't see that.
Right there.
Oh, okay. I would like you to.
There's a picture in the Discord. Yeah.
Fine. We don't have to do it then.
She's a very plain widow.
No. And like the metal of the armor is just gonna kind of like ripple up my arm and just show like the nub, and then it will come back.
Yeah, what if Xing Xing did it?
Like very Terminator style.
Look at my nub.
Dun 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 dun.
That needs to be clipped.
Ask me about my nub.
Ask me about my nub.
Yes, exactly.
Take my strong hand.
There's like a vein popping out in your forehead, turning red. This is my happy vein. My happy vein. I'm not closer than last time. She looks at you and she goes, Okay. So happy.
That's the exact same thing he said to you in the dream.
Go on.
That's it.
Fuck.
I am not Matt Mercer. Hi, I'm off-brand Matt Mercer. Great value, if you will.
Great value, Matt.
Mert Master.
Mert Masser. Oh shit! No, I'm just Devin.
Bye.
Oh my god.
3 halflings in a trench coat.
Yes. There it is.
Oh my god.
We are doing
Okay.
that at some point because there are 3 of us.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
There you
Needs
go.
to be done. And I have a
Alright.
trench coat.
All right, but I'm.
We like clips.
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 Clips are very important.
You should definitely make clips of today. If you don't, I will find you, and I will TPKO you.
That's good. Because I was worried because your friends seem to get mad at you.
Friend is a loose term. See, I say friend because while I don't really have any friends like you all, I have things that don't kill me, and I count that as a good thing.
That is
Then
bad.
usually.
Yes,
I lived a life a long time ago, so I understand.
right.
You do also call everyone
Would you
your friend.
consider us friends?
I do. I do.
I would like to say that we are friends. Are we friends?
Well, we haven't killed you yet.
Well, then in my
All right.
Goes to kiss her and closes the door in his face.
You gotta tug in the door. Why did you do that?
Why do you go in tongue first? Learn your lesson.
Natural Jeff.
so.
He is indeed a natural.
He is a natural Jeff.
We rolled a natural Jeff.
He is not a box Jeff. He's natural Jeff.
Yeah. So organic, not from a box.
Yeah.
Grass-fed.
Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's natural Jeff.
There you go.
You're bringing the bodies?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, we loaded up the bodies.
That's right. We were tying
onto-
up and doing the dragging thing.
Yeah.
So we didn't just leave them in the
Oh.
woods. Yeah.
You're dragging bodies down the road on your car.
We're not
We
dragging
made
them down
a-
the road. They're on
We
like
made a
little
thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, a sled. Like a sled.
We're not barbarian.
We're not just gonna leave them in the woods. Come on.
Is I'm not
Jeffrey, that's
a
the dog. That's the dog.
Well,
Did you
thank
hear
you
it
for
in your
telling me,
mind?
Natasha.
Did you hear that my
He
knife?
can talk.
Oh, and you must be the Jeffrey.
There it is. The Jeffrey.
And he looks at you longingly. And hold on. Gotta check something. Gotta check something. Hold.
Was that good for longing?
Longing.
Yes, this is how the actual people you're training.
Now I need to
There's
rock
basically
bucket.
50 elven children going all over the place. So, but with axes because it's axe training day.
That's it.
So you gave me the necklace, and I love
I-
it.
Thank you.
Do you still have the other half?
Of course. And he kind
Good
of
to
like,
see it.
yep, he, kind of ruffles
Oh,
his
he's
shirt and
wearing
pulls it out. Yep.
Okay.
The thing where the smoke comes out.
Chimney! There you go.
Really? Really? I'm kidding.
That's amazing. That's so good.
It was mostly the face with a.
Sorry.
Oh.
Yes, go start.
Now this goblin knot. It's not a plant I've ever heard of, but it could just be another misspelling. Because maybe that K is an S. He sort of turns the paper a little bit. Yeah, that must be what it is. Parvovis cabolus muca involta. Goblin snot. Bugbear boogies. Used in pungent poultices and unctuous ointments due to its veritable viscosity. It binds ingredients together, provided you don't care how noxious the result is. For reasons I'm sure you can imagine, I don't keep any around. You'll have to ask a goblin.
You realize, Jeff, that for now and forever, every time someone says your name on stream, we're gonna be like,
Jeffrey!
I'm sorry. I'm not.
Both. It's a mix of both.
Looking, found something you have.
You're all so blown out on the mic.
Yeah,
little
that's
bit.
very true.
Be here all night.
Oh.
And by all night, I mean
God.
for another hour.
Looks like that.
I can't see that.
right there.
Oh, okay. I would like you to.
There's a picture in the Discord. Yeah.
Fine. We don't have to do it then.
She's a very plain widow.
No. And like the metal of the armor is just gonna kind of like ripple up my arm and just show like the nub, and then it will come back.
Oh, yeah, what if Xing did it?
Like very Terminator style.
Look at my nub.
Dun 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 dun.
That needs to be clipped.
Ask me about my nub.
Ask me about my nub.
Yes, exactly.
Take my strong hand.
There's like a vein popping out in your forehead, turning red.
This is my happy vein.
My happy vein. I'm closer than last time. She looks at you and she goes, impressive.
So happy.
That's the exact same thing he said to you in the dream.
Go on.
That's it.
Fuck.
I am not Matt Mercer. Hi, I'm off-brand Matt Mercer. Great value, if you will.
Great value, Matt.
Mert Master.
Mert Masser. Oh shit! No, I'm just Devin. It's fine.
Bye.
Oh my God.
3 halflings in a trench coat.
Yeah.
Yes.
There it is.
Oh my God.
We are doing
Okay.
that at some point because there are 3 of us.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
There
It
you
needs
go.
to be done. And I have
All
a
right.
trench coat.
All right, but I'm.
We like clips.
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 Clips are very important.
You should definitely make clips of today. If you don't, I will find you, and I will TPKO you.
That's good. Because I was worried because your friends seem to get mad at you.
Friend is a loose term. See, I say friend because while I don't really have any friends like you all, I have things that don't kill me, and I count that as a good thing.
That is fine.
Usually.
Yes,
I lived a life a long time ago, so I understand.
right.
You do also call everyone
Would you
your friend.
consider us friends?
I do.
I would like to say that we are friends. Are we friends?
Well, we haven't killed you yet.
Well, then in my
All right.
Goes to kiss her and closes the door in his face.
You gotta tug at the door. Why did you do that?
Why do you go in tongue first? Learn your lesson.
Natural Jeff.
so.
He is indeed a natural.
He is a natural Jeff.
We rolled a natural Jeff.
He is not a box Jeff. He's natural Jeff.
Yeah. So organic, not from a box.
Yeah.
Grass fed.
Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's natural Jeff.
There you go.
You're bringing the bodies?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, we loaded up the bodies.
That's right. We were tying
onto-
up and doing the dragging thing.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
didn't just leave them in the
Oh.
woods. Yeah.
You're dragging bodies down the road on your car.
We're not
We
dragging
made
them down
a-
the road. They're on
We
like
made a
little
thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, a sled. Like a sled.
We're not barbarian.
We're not just gonna leave them in the woods.
Okay.
Hey.
We're all here.
We're all here.
Hey.
Yeah, so we think we got Claire's camera situation fixed. And apologies for the stream going offline for like a second there. Sorry
Like
about that.
literally a second.
So sorry about that. Apologies, but we seem to be good to go.
Anyway, when we last left off before our rude internet interruptions, we were talking to the nymphs, and
Yes.
Name was trying to convince them that they should cease what they're doing. Florence, yeah, was trying to convince them that they should not punish the collective for the actions of one. And with that 15, you have just barely convinced them
Yay!
to do so.
They're like, I'm not fully convinced, but you make a good argument.
All right. So, okay. So, at this point, Legionnaire will speak up from the back and say, this one and their compatriots certainly appreciate your understanding of the situation. We have to return a person that has done a wrongdoing, bring them to justice to the town of Lovestone, and then we will send word henceforth to have the individual that caused the harm to your compatriot forthwith. Can you give us a description, a name of the individual from the village, a description, anything like that, that we can make sure the right person is brought here and brought to justice?
I believe his name was Elliot. I'm not sure of his following name. I know it was Elliot something. This was... I mean, he was hanging out at the edge of the river, then Valerie, she met him there, and they were hanging out for quite a while. As much as we didn't want her to leave the safety of the meadow, we encourage each other to have free will. So we allowed her to go off with him, but we warned her that this may happen, and she came back absolutely heartbroken, and she ran off, and we haven't seen her since.
And how long ago did this incident happen?
This was just a couple days ago. I mean, we think he might have had something to do with it. We're not sure. But she wouldn't just disappear.
All right. Well,
have you all... Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, compatriot Florence.
I know you said you all don't go out very often. Did any of you venture to Mellow Grove to see if you could find him originally?
No, like I said, we don't. What we knew of him was he is Elliot, and he wanted her to go back with him to Mellow Grove to meet his family.
So wait, I am confused. So he wanted her to go to Mellow Grove to meet his family, and she went with him?
Yeah.
And she did not come back?
She came back, but she was in tears, and then she left to go back to the village, and we haven't seen her since.
Did she say why she was in tears?
She was saying something about how he lied to her.
But she went back to him?
Well, she went back to the village to get her things.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, these
so
are...
Why didn't anyone look for her? Sorry.
I mean, if they don't leave, they don't leave.
She left? I mean, there's nothing stopping you from leaving.
That is true.
And Legionnaire will say, regardless of the circumstances with which an investigation was done on your on your part, we will take this task on and find your compatriot and bring this Elliot individual back for an explanation and to have proper consequences doled out. Can you describe compatriot? What was her name again?
Violet.
Valerie.
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 Can you describe compatriot Valerie and provide some sort of information to with which we can use to allow her to talk to us in a peaceful and logical environment?
Well, she looks much like us. Her wings are purple and she's got white hair. And she usually carries she's got this blue necklace that she always has with her.
All right. And who can we say we are following through these activities on the behalf of?
He means, what is your name?
Yes, DM is thinking of a name.
Ha! 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 Not so easy, isn't it? Not so easy, is it? Sorry. That
Calm
got
down.
way more aggressive than I expected it to be. Sorry.
It's Rockwall.
I suppose in your tongue, Angelica.
Angelica.
And then this is Stephanie, and this is Mallory.
Very early 2000s female names. Feel like I'm back in elementary and middle school.
Was there like
Not
8
gonna lie.
Amandas back there that we don't know about?
Is this Veronica?
I swear
I
to
was born
God.
in 1999, so like
Yeah.
all the kids I
but
grew up with had names like that.
I mean,
So
that
funny.
part for the course makes sense. Well, Legionnaire will say, apologies once again for the intrusion. Thank you for the explanation. What reassurances can we have that the cleansing of the river will occur?
Oh, it's already done.
Oh.
Alright. Why are we still here?
Thank you once again.
Oh, right.
Thank you for your time. We will find your compatriot and make sure that the person who has done the harmful deed to your compatriot is brought back to face the consequences that they deserve. Thank you again, and they will bow.
Benara will also bow. And just say goodbye and turn around and walk off.
Don't look at me like that. We'll see you later. And I'm just gonna walk away.
And I'm going to tail behind.
And she's like, what a strange group. And then they carry on.
So, as we're walking back, Legionnaire is going to catch up to Florence and Inara and say, this one has an inquiry if you have a moment.
Go for it.
Always.
So, this Valerie individual was distraught upon being found out that were lied to. Why didn't she just carry out the consequential actions upon the person that caused her harm? Why run away from the problem instead of face the problem up front and deal with it in a logical, calculated manner?
Because love isn't always calculated. It's not something you can really put a temper on. It's a lot of hot-headedness and spur of the moment decisions that you sometimes regret, sometimes don't. But if she truly loved this man, then all bets are off, really. Maybe she thinks she can make him better. Maybe he just is meant to live with his mum for the rest of his life. We really don't know. But it's probably the latter.
Don't know. If it were me and someone broke my heart, I would take out consequences immediately and probably a little bit violently.
Take out their heart.
Potentially, depending on what they did.
But if you're going to be making such a drastic change to your environment and circumstance for the short and long term, why wouldn't you sit down and think of like the logical and potential avenues with which the endeavor can go to kind of eliminate the potential downfalls of it?
First of all, I don't think that she was the one who did the river thing. I think that was these guys in retaliation because of her. So that would be like something bad happens to you and your family takes offense and decides to do something about it. But I will also say that when emotions are high in whatever way they are, that logic oftentimes does not come into it. People have a hard time being logical when they are also emotional, in whatever way that emotion is.
Very, very valid.
Come to think of it, this one has identified Florence's issues with that similar scenario.
Okay.
Usually, there have been several instances where you have expressed anger and frustration, and you have let it escalate potentially calm situations into situations that required a different type of resolution.
I'm gonna back you up on that one just a little bit, because I have... You know what? No. I'm gonna keep cool and logical. And I'm not gonna want to punch you in the whatever your face is. Your face, your not face. Sometimes you just make me frustrated.
Apologies, this one does not mean to cause frustration. This one is just merely making observations and presenting factual evidence to the group for analysis and conclusion reaching.
No, you just push my buttons.
And Legionnaire's gonna... Okay.
Not real buttons. Nope. Nope. I know you were gonna go for it. Not real buttons. Emotional buttons. Theoretical buttons, if you will.
Figurative buttons.
Figurative buttons. But you push them nonetheless. In a good way. But just know, I'll push your literal buttons one day. And I don't know what those do. Down! Push your button.
Curious.
Done. Done. End campaign. Right here. Done.
Oh, good lord.
So, have y'all been having this conversation as you're walking out, or did you actually like stop?
No,
to converse?
No,
this was
we were walking.
purely like
Okay.
walk. Yeah.
We're probably
Yeah.
back to what's his face tied up on the tree
Yeah.
at this point.
So when you get there, he's still there. He
I was waiting for you to be like, he's
just
gone.
kind of. We don't have time for him to be gone.
Fair enough.
Fair.
Fair enough.
He's just kind of staring off into space and
Good.
not really aware that y'all have shown back up.
And
Like a small rock?
and the river. How does the river look?
River is clean.
And
Are there
Nara's
fish in
gonna And Nara's gonna walk up to Falandir and like clap him on the shoulder and take her water skin back and say, "You're not the only one who's had their heart broken recently, apparently." And start untying him.
What you mean that thing with the river?
Yeah, apparently a bunch of nymphs did it because one of their own had her heart broken by a guy in the next village over.
Oh, in Mellowgrove?
Yeah, some guy named Elliot. Do you know him?
I knew an Elliot Shambleshear that lived there. I mean, he might not even be the only Elliot, though.
Is he married or anything like that?
No, last I
Live with
knew he
his
lived with
mother?
his parents.
Interesting.
How old is he? Is he old
He's
enough
like-
to have a lady?
He's like early 20s.
So no.
I was going to say old enough to be dumb about the ladies, maybe.
Okay, so yes. Definitely.
He just kind of gives you both a look.
Well,
all right, come on.
This one and their compatriots. We now have a secondary mission after we finish the primary mission of returning you to Lovestone.
I wonder if the mayor can help us out with this.
I'd hope so.
It is worth
I don't think so.
It is worth an inquiry about, if she has a moment.
I'm sure she will.
All right. Well, let's get on to Lovestone. Or do we need to camp for the night?
Ooh, we might, because
What
I
time
think
is it?
Yeah, it's dark at this point. Like the last
no.
10 July is kind of fading out.
How long is it to Lovestone?
I think it was
like a half
like
day or
a
something.
day. Yeah,
like half day,
day
something like
travel.
that. So
So
I
camp
guess
it is.
Yep.
I didn't write it down.
So.
I didn't either.
Well, it is dark. Shall we camp for the night? The river is nice. It's not weird and green and smelly anymore.
It's true. Yeah, let's go ahead and set up camp.
That works. That works for me.
All right. So,
I'll take
long
first.
rest.
Yep. And I can take the first 2 watches because I only need like 4 hours of meditation, essentially. So.
Okay. I'll take.
I can.
Third.
Sure.
Or you can.
I will sleep all night.
Sounds great.
I'm
Yeah,
taking
so
a
as
long
y'all
rest.
are setting up camp, Palandir's like, is there any way I can help out with? I mean, I'm here.
I think that you have done enough, young man.
So should I just like go sit down
Should you go to
or
sleep?
something?
Do you
On
do
the
you not
ground,
sleep?
in the grass?
Yeah.
Don't you have like a bedroll or something?
Or
Not an
else
extra
still.
one.
Yeah.
This
I
one
will
actually
give you-
does
I
not.
will-
This one actually does not use a bedroll. They go into a meditative state of standby and do not require vertical alignment to do so.
I tell you what,
Horizontal,
I have an
horizontal
extra.
alignment.
It was
I
like
say vertical.
vertical alignment.
You're always in vertical alignment. I do have an extra blanket you can have, if you would like, but that is the best I can do. I have.
As long as I'm not laying on the itchy grass, I'll take it.
There you go. And she'll hand him my. I don't know why I have a blanket in my gear, but I do. So there you go.
in case you get cold.
Exactly.
And first
I have a
watch.
bedroll. I have like a bedroll and a blanket. Anyway,
In case you
go
get
ahead.
cold.
I guess. I also have fur.
Fair.
At least on my bottom half.
Okay, for if your top half gets cold.
Jeez, why are you arguing this? It's your thing.
I don't know.
All right, so first watch, yes.
Yeah, first watch, pretty uneventful. There's just, generic nature sounds, and it's cool and quiet. That allows you like a lot of time for reflection or maybe like saving your data.
Yeah, that's honestly what Legionnaire is going to be doing right now. They're going to be going over because they have learned a lot about humanoid emotion over the last 2 days, and they felt the speech that they gave to Falandir earlier in the day was based off of a certain set of data points, but now that the situation with the nymphs has created new data points that they have to analyze and calculate. Curious. And they keep coming back to the fact of like they would say it in Legionnaire voice, but why just come up with a plan. Just sit down, figure it all out before you do it, so that way you know everything that could possibly happen and be able to act accordingly. It's so easy. Why didn't people just do it?
Why don't people just reboot?
Yeah, essentially. Jeez.
It's called backing up your safe data, okay?
Well, yeah. What it's called is it's called Microsoft Excel. You plug in the formula and you do all the calculations, and then boom, you get the end result is you get what you get.
Called quick save and try all the outcomes, and then just go back to your save if it doesn't work out.
Essentially, yeah. And so Legionnaire's kind of
Legionnaire is like, why don't they save scum? I don't understand.
It's just, it's logical. Yeah, so basically, Legionnaire is spending their 8 hours on guard, analyzing all of that.
As you near the end of your first watch, and already forgot it. Been a month. Name.
Legionnaire.
No. Talking about Florence is waking up at this point.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna cover 2 watches.
Yeah, I was doing the third watch.
Okay.
Yeah, but we're skipping.
Oh, okay. So we're skipping the second watch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Yep. Yeah. So basically, at this point, Legionnaire will walk over to Florence, and put their hand on her shoulder and shake her kind of aggressively.
Wow. Oh, what?
Second shift has ended. It is time for your third shift. I'm going into standby mode. Hope your shift is uneventful. And they turn around and walk away.
Boy, I think you already went into standby mode. She wakes up and is doing some big stretches every way and starts doing some active stretching to be awake for the day.
If you look over at Inara at this point in the night, you know how when dogs are asleep and their feet do this? That's what her little back hooves are doing. Little hoof twitches as she dreams.
Aw.
That's adorable.
When Gable does it, I say that he's chasing rabbits.
Can it be like dogs where if I touch the little fur between your paw pads, if I tickle, are you gonna kick me?
Probably.
I'm gonna do it.
I feel like a hoof kick would be a little more.
I'm gonna do it, and then you can see the hoof kick in the morning. All right, I'm awake.
Well, cool, it's quiet. Just hear crickets and the water running, and you're just kind of left to reflect if you want to reflect on anything. Palantir is still over there, fast asleep.
I'll sharpen my short swords. My short swords. My short swords. I'll sharpen my short swords.
Wait.
My short swords.
So are you gonna go shing, shing?
No shing shing. None shing shing.
I knew it.
No.
So like,
I am shing shing.
as you're sharpening, Palantir wakes up and he looks at you. Am I allowed to go into the woods and use the bathroom, or do you have to watch me?
I'd really rather not watch you do that. From close by. But just make sure you turn away and I can keep an eye on you from here.
Okay.
And just know I have a pretty good sight for a ranger. And I grab my bow and arrow.
Cool. And he's gonna walk into the woods and
Hope you
do
can
his
be under
business.
pressure.
Might actually motivate him to be more.
Oh, never mind. I don't have to go anymore. We're good.
Just kidding. I can hold it.
No, I mean it's dribbling down his leg now.
Oh.
Gross.
So he's gonna walk off.
peacefully?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he just walks back and sits on the blanket and stares just at the river.
You can go back to sleep, you know. You don't have to participate in this.
I like
not like
watching
you
the
have any
river.
weapons?
It's peaceful.
Concerning. Okay. You don't want to like talk or stuff, do you?
No, you can do your thing and I'll do my thing.
Oh, thank God. I
Fine.
thank God. Okay. You do whatever you want, I guess.
Whatever I want
Is-
takes off running. No.
No.
Such a people
all
person you are, Florence.
Yeah. I get it from my mom.
And you know, as the night goes on and the sun starts to come out, you see he's fallen asleep at some point. Still sitting up, actually. So he's just kind of like
So
slumped
weird.
over.
Wait, what? Say that one more time?
No, so you like as the sun rises, you notice that Palantir fell asleep at some point, but he's still
Oh.
sitting up and just kind of slumped over.
I missed the fell asleep and I was like, did dude just die? Jared was he's still sitting up but slumped over. I was like,
And then
Died of a heart attack.
And then you look over and you see hold on. Where is he? You see Ryo in the woods. He gives it. Mouths, I'm sorry, and then runs away.
Creepy.
Weird.
Still bitter about that, by the way.
A little bit.
If you want to know what we're talking about, go watch the very last or close to the end of the last Star Heel campaign.
Mhm.
It's like the last 2 episodes, maybe.
Yep. That's when stuff got wild. I'm sorry, I don't want to sidetrack for too long, but the realization, Christy, that you had about
Now I can't trust anything that he said.
Yep. And Horatio and all that. When that hit you.
I'm so pissed.
That's great. That's great.
Anyway,
sorry. So he is fallen back asleep. sitting down.
As the sun rises, Inara will get up and start doing her like slow Tai Chi stuff that she does when she wakes up.
And Legionnaire just kind of like... So I'm imagining it's like the old Microsoft Windows shut-off music comes on. Ding, 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 ding. When they get up and activate. No.
Da-da-da-da.
Yeah. No, it's not quite that, but they definitely they essentially stand and head gets tilted down and when they're in standby mode, and then when they're rested and recharged, head pops up and the eyeglass starts glowing. And they walk over and do their good morning, compatriot Inara. This one hopes your rest was restful.
Patriot Legion, my rest was very restful. I'm almost finished here. And then she will wrap up and bow.
Walks over to Florence. Good morning, compatriot Florence. I hope your rest was restful and the watch was uneventful.
You could say that. It's been eventful, but in a weird way. Is Falandir awake yet?
He's kind of, yeah, as activity starts kind of, happening around him, he kind of stirs awake.
Oh. I'm just gonna look at Legionnaire and, this kind of style, be like, he just stared at the river the whole time I was awake. It was really weird. Not gonna lie.
Curious.
It was curious.
It was peaceful.
Talking to you?
You're talking about me.
I don't care. I talk about everybody.
Well, this one hopes that your rest was restful, Falandir, but we must get sustenance into those that need sustenance and then be on our way.
Agreed.
Right, so as y'all finish up breakfast, y'all can decide to feed him or not.
Yeah, we're gonna feed him.
Just rations. He can share our rations.
Yeah.
Except for Florence, who's withholding her. She's eating her entire ration.
No! I'm hungry!
I can't have my bread. It's my bread. I love bread.
I love bread.
I love bread.
He kind of starts, he goes and shakes off the blanket, shakes all the grass off, and then he rolls it up and hands it back to you, Inara. Thank you for letting me use this. It was definitely much nicer than the grass.
You're welcome. And I agree. It's nice to have something, but I actually like the grass. Grass can be soft.
Grass also has bugs that make you itchy, though.
Maybe the bugs don't like me so much as they like you.
It's the fur.
Maybe it's the fur.
Right.
All right.
Well,
now that we've all had our sustenance, let us be on the way.
Absolutely.
All right.
We have an
And
objective
Inara
to
will
complete.
Shoulder her quarterstaff and start marching down the road.
Right. Your trip is pretty uneventful, and as the afternoon draws on, you see the gates of Lovestone.
Are they open?
They are.
Okay. All right.
All right,
Okay.
let's go find the mayor.
Yep. And what is what as we're walking through to the mayor's house? What's the vibe of the town?
It's kind of quiet. There's a few people out and about, but it does seem a little empty, compared to the festival day when it was all hustle and bustle and very lively.
The people seem normal.
Yeah, they seem normal. They're just kind of going about their daily activities. Some people are cleaning up, the surrounding area from whatever trash that may have accumulated and stuff like that.
Okay.
All
to the mayor.
And as you enter the mayor's office, you hear her talking with someone, and then you just hear a door close.
Okay. All right. Oh wait. So did we walk right into the building, or did we get stopped at the front by the guards, like last?
You just walked right in.
Oh.
The guard.
They
There's
know
actually no
us
guards
now.
posted out. Yeah,
Oh.
there's only one guard posted outside, and he just kind of gives you a nod. And
Okay. All right. So walk into the mayor's office, and like, can we just walk right in, and is she sitting there, or do we walk in and the room's empty, or do we have to like knock first to get into the office?
so like you walk into the foyer area, and then like to the left is the door to her office, and you can barge right in or you can knock and just. But it's that point when you hear the door close and stuff as you're walking in.
Okay. All right. So I guess we will go. This legionnaire will go and on the door.
Come in.
Open it up. I'll kind of like put my hand on Valendir's shoulder and kind of walk him in first. Make sure he goes in first, and then we all follow. Say, good evening, Mayor. Apologies for the intrusion, but this one and their compatriots would like to report that we have identified and resolved the issue at the temple. This is the party responsible. His name is Valendir. And we have reached a resolution to the situation.
So what is it that he did exactly?
He took the stone, the
Crystal.
gem, crystal, and used it, or attempted to use it, to bring back his long-lost lover.
Like she's dead, and tried to bring back the dead.
Necromancy. He
Yes.
tried necromancy.
Which, under Article 3, Section 12, is a prohibited magic, even under supervision. And he did it without supervision.
Necromancy under supervision.
I see.
Like a college class supervised necromancy. 101.
Intro to necromancy.
No, supervised necromancy is the lab.
Yeah, there you go. Supervised.
Yeah.
Yeah, but necromancy 101, and then supervised necromancy is the associated lab.
Yeah.
Applied necromancy and history of necromancy.
It's a whole degree, really.
There you go.
I mean,
It's like a focus.
It can't be a minor. That's just weird.
Yeah. You don't want to, you don't want to do necromancy on a minor. That's for sure.
No.
Okay, moving on.
Good call. Good call.
smart.
Well, I certainly wasn't expecting that. How does necromancy equate to what happened here, though? What's your determination on that?
After doing
because he took
yeah,
the stone.
the analysis was that he had removed the stone from the pedestal and was attempting to use it through other means. So when the stone was removed from the pedestal, it threw off the magic ability that the crystal was emanating, and as a result, caused the issues with the festival yesterday. But the crystal has been restored to its rightful place, and the temple attendants were notified of the situation and are back to standard maintenance of the crystal and the temple.
So they were unharmed.
Temporarily imprisoned, but unharmed.
Well, Valendir, do you have anything to say for these accusations that have been placed upon you? He's just gonna kind of look down at the floor, and he's like, "Yeah, I did it. I messed up. I wasn't trying to hurt anybody. I just wanted to bring her back, and I didn't know that messing with the crystal would cause so much disruption. And for that, I'm truly sorry." And she's gonna kind of think and just like, "Well, what you have done has harmed quite a few people. No one has died, so you can rest easy on that, but a lot of people did attack each other and people were injured because of it. There's still people being healed right now. So until that we can determine an appropriate course of action, I do think it's best that we keep you under supervision here in our lockup. And she rings a bell and a guard shows up. "Would you please take this gentleman down to the jail? Just book him in, and we'll deal with him later, and I'll update you on that." And he's just gonna kind of nod and take him away.
So now that the primary objective has been completed, this one and their compatriots also have a secondary inquiry that we would like to bring to your attention. For it may require your soldiers to find a resolution for.
There's more problems.
This one
there's not more mimics.
No,
or something.
No, this one is not directly related to Lovestone. It is related to the village of Mellow Grove. We encountered a group of nymphs that had caused the river to be temporarily unusable due to a conflict between one of their own and an individual named Elliot from the town of Mellow Grove. So we're requesting that resources be utilized to go seek out this Elliot individual and have them brought before the nymphs in the village or in the woods to find their compatriot and answer for their actions.
And what actions were these exactly?
Misuse and mistrust.
What do you mean by that?
He lured this young nymph from her village and made her to fall in love with him, and then broke her heart. And she's been missing since then. We don't know where she is. The nymphs don't know where she is. They would love for her to return to them. As of right now, they don't know if her absence is due to this Elliot or some other happenstance. So it's really a missing persons case. That should be handled as well. So maybe sending some of your better guards out to seek and search would be best.
But the river itself is back to normal, so at least
Yes.
that part has been resolved.
Well, we'll send. Where are these nymphs located?
And we'll give like a general description of where the camp was, where their little establishment enclave. Thank you, enclave was in relation to like the temple and the river and all that. So,
yeah,
because I've been watching Fallout.
Well, we'll send a delegation to speak with these nymphs and try to get a better picture, because what I'm hearing right now is, at least from my perspective, somebody broke someone's heart and they reacted by polluting a whole river, which that needs to be dealt with if these nymphs are going to be a potential problem to the community or not.
Oh, it's definitely an overreaction, but I think that the nymphs might have kind of realized that, perhaps, and that's why they went ahead and fixed the river. But they would like to find their missing member and perhaps have some justice or at least some answers from this young man from Meadow Grove.
Well, I'll send the delegation to deal with the nymphs and have them go to Mellow Grove and deal with that. As for our more important issues at the moment, our case with the mimics, we have found to be due to a short-sighted prank by some of our younger citizens.
Good. That is a pretty bad prank to be putting mimics in places.
Agreed.
Yes, they have been dealt with accordingly, and they are going to be doing community service.
Good.
And as for the mimics, we'll handle that on our end as far as getting rid of them.
Excellent.
As for all of you, you have been very helpful, and I'm glad that you were able to come to peaceful resolutions all around, as far as everything is concerned.
This group is very good at multiple ways of resolving situations. We are just fortunate that we were able to resolve most situations without force.
And we are going to do tonight. We are going to do a redo of our festivities. If you would like to attend, we're gonna try to turn this. We don't want to have a negative memory of what happened the other day, so we would like to do a redo tonight and try to move on and put it past us. Because at the end of the day, nobody was seriously injured.
It is good.
But as for all of you, and she pulls out from her safe a pouch of gold. I would like to offer payment.
It's very, very much appreciated. Compensation is always appreciated for doing unplanned tasks. But once again, we are just happy that no major harm or damage was done to any individuals or any establishments. So, now give me my money.
Anytime you do visit, I have conversed with shopkeepers around here. You will receive a hero's discount with 10% with any merchants you shop with. And that is to include lodging as well.
It's very valued and appreciated, and Legionnaire will bow.
You know what? Florence will too. Bow.
And Nara will also bow.
Now, I have much to prepare. I would urge you to maybe just go out and about. There's rooms available if you need rest. The tavern is open for business, and just try to relax and enjoy the rest of the stay.
How much money did we get?
So you got 500 gold pieces in the pouch.
Let's go.
And I forget, someone was keeping the money, and it was not Inara.
It was Florence.
Was it
It's
Florence?
me.
Yeah.
Okay,
Am I just keeping the whole 500?
sure.
Yeah, might as well for now. We can dole it
Alright.
out later if we need to.
500 GP, right?
Yep.
Okay.
We're rich, biatch.
Well, now, at least including my own gold, we have 811 and
Damn.
86 silver.
Why do you have so much gold?
Because I do my work.
Got 19
Wow.
gold. Of course, my background is hermit. That might have something to do with it.
That'll do it. I'm
Yeah.
also 97. I've had time.
She's
Okay.
been saving
I've
her
had
money.
time.
All right. So Legionnaire says, "Thank you once again, Mayor. Appreciate it." And then they're gonna turn to you two and say, "This one wants to stay and get more observations and learn more about love and human emotion, if their compatriots are willing."
Yeah.
Late in the day to be moving on anyways, so we can stay another night and then be moving on in the morning.
Let's go.
So sounds
All right.
good.
Well, I look forward to seeing you tonight. I have much to prepare. And please, just thank you again for peacefully resolving this. I know it was kind of brought up on you suddenly, and I took a bet in trusting the three of you, and it seems it has worked out.
Thanks.
Thank you.
And then she's gonna nod and start
Yeah.
writing in her journal.
Yep, and we're gonna walk out.
All right.
All right, so
I think that's the most peaceful resolve a campaign has ever had.
no doubt, no doubt.
Y'all just rolled good for it because, like, there were high DCs for persuasion checks. Otherwise, it was going to be violence. But y'all somehow rolled high.
Hey, look, what do we always say? The dice tell the story.
The dice tell the story.
And the dice wanted us to resolve everything peacefully, which is really curious considering how abrasive this party is.
It's because of love. Okay, it's about
It is
love.
because of love.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Do we
What more
do
do
we
you
have
need?
to take a break soon, or are we getting ready to wrap up?
We can wrap up now if you like. Because otherwise, it'd just be like festivity stuff if y'all want to do that. But
Nah.
I think we particularly need to.
No. Yay!
there we go. That's
Claire DM.
Claire
finished
DM.
an hour early.
Hey,
Yay.
you know, there's nothing wrong with
Well, if you want, so everybody knows kind of what's going on next time. Claire's going to take a break because this was a long one, and I'm going to DM the next one shot, which is called Whispers of the Dune. It's a level 10 one shot. Our adventurers find themselves in an expedition for the fabled tomb of Amen-Rut, rumored to be filled with the treasures of the old pharaoh.
Ooh.
Nice.
So that's what we have to look forward to.
Let's go. Let's go.
And I can just from skimming through it, I can tell you it's actually probably going to be kind of a long one because there's a lot in it.
All right. Hey, it wouldn't be Reality Break without going through long activities, long campaigns, long sessions. So.
And if we ever revisit this one, there's still lots to do too. So,
Oh, no doubt.
yeah.
Dune.
Yeah.
Is Timothy Chalamet
Or I can
gonna?
just expand off this one, honestly. If y'all-
You never know if Timothy Chalamet will make an appearance.
Yeah.
You know what?
What?
I know what my next character is going to be. No, I'm just kidding.
What?
Hi, I'm
I thought we
Timothy.
were gonna take these characters through all the one shots, but we don't
Yeah,
have
we
to.
are.
We can. You guys can do new ones if you want.
Yeah.
I will say, just because it's harder to level down, if we're doing them in order of leveling up, I would rather keep them leveled up and then just make a new one if we do one that's a level lower.
Yeah.
And then maybe we can work on those characters, leveling them up as we go like through the others. But that's just a personal preference.
I like it.
Yep.
Because
I'm good with
leveling
that.
down is difficult.
I've done it for other things, and I usually just, at least in D&D Beyond, you can like copy a character sheet so that you basically have like I have a level 5 Badger, and then I have a level, what did we do, 7? Level 7 Badger. Like I have 2 character sheets for her, so I could go back and go forward, and like there's a way to do that.
Yeah,
Don't
but
remember what it is,
I'm with
but I know there's a way to do it.
I'm with D that it's easier just to keep
No, I agree.
these characters going, and then if we do another one that we level back down, that we just create a new character for.
Yeah,
sure. All right, Legionnaire.
So I'm gonna say, since I'm DMing the next one, Inara will be taking a hiatus,
Which is sad.
Which is sad. I do like Inara, but
Be an NPC.
She could be an NPC. Maybe she'll show up at the end. You never know. But I'll come up with a reason why she's not there, and we'll address that at some point. And then we will also come up with a reason why Claire's character that she's going to make was not in this adventure.
Maybe. We did that last week.
Oh, you guys made a character?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yep.
We made the character on stream because we didn't know what else to do. So we're like, let's make a
That's
character.
awesome. I love that.
Nice.
Yep.
So just send me a link, Claire, to your character sheet at some point, please. And everybody will need to send me links to their character sheets also.
No.
Well, then you're gonna. I don't have like a smart answer for that. I'm too tired.
So F off.
Yeah. So I can take a look at that, and I'm gonna start prepping for this. There's a town map that I'm gonna see if I can figure out how to get to Tony so that we can have a town map at least for part of it. And the other thing that I'm gonna try to troubleshoot with Tony in the meantime is there are a couple of pieces of music, as all of these one-shots come with music, by the way, that's like themed. In fact, actually, while we've been playing today, because I can't hear the stream music, I just put on the music from the one-shot, like just on my computer. And I've been listening to that like on repeat. It's called, let me see what it's called. Love on the River is the name of the song.
Oh my gosh.
So it's actually quite a nice piece of music. So I've been having that on loop today just so I have something to listen to in the background. So I might see if we can, I'm going to listen to the music that comes with this one, which is the January box. So the one that we just finished is the February box. The one that we're going to do starting next week is from the January box of Dragon's Nest Delivery, who is a partner. Information can be found down in our About page and probably in chat at some point. But all of these adventures come with the adventure themselves, and it comes with a separate document that has like, if there's a special monster associated with it, special items, or like the one that is coming up has a special class that's called the Archaeologist. So if you wanted to like roll a character that's unique and different, so that's like an option that comes with it as well. So I might see if we can at least use some of the music, at least a little bit, just so that we can feature that part. It's all copyright free, so we can use it.
Yeah.
Dig it.
And that's my plug for the next one shot. Get to
All
see
right.
you, DM.
I dig it. All right, well.
I think I'm the last one that has not DM'd on stream.
You are correct. All right, well, as always, we want to thank everybody that stopped by, all the chatters, all the subs, all of the viewers. We appreciate you so much. You are the best. So we're going to go raid into our friends over at Black Tower Stories. So we'll go in there, hang out for a little bit, have a good time. So thank you to everybody. Go check out all of our socials. Go check out the break room. Unfortunately, it is time for us to head back to the real world. Boo. I do not want to go, but we will be back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. So have a good night, and we'll see you later.
Bye.